Welcome to the Effects Loop. I'm Diaz.
And I'm Chris.
And we're keeping you in the loop with the guitar community. This episode's brought to you by Slow Gear Effects. Check them out, Slow Gear. They have done the guitar pedal stands for Boss pedals. It's really cool. They 3D print them. Actually, they're pretty darn cheap too. Go to their Instagram, DM them to order. They also do a really cool mod on Boss NS2. They turn it into a Slow Gear. And I believe on their website, they've actually been teasing a pedal of their own coming out. So I'm hoping that happens. Or they could be like Analog Man and not update their website. But
yet still get stuff out.
Still, they're one of the most wanted pedals on the market. I don't understand. GeoCities did them well.
Says the guy that bought something from Analog Man.
I did. I have bought it from Analog Man. I waited like 12 months or 18 months or something like that, but it was worth it. But yeah, check out Slow Gear. If you've got Boss pedals, go get some pedal stands. I've actually been wanting to buy more Boss pedals because of that. So
yeah, I didn't think like how much I would like it, because you always try to put like your Boss like on display, and like the slight tilt's not that bad, but when you finally see it sitting straight up, it just helps with the whole aesthetic.
Yeah, it's really it's
everything else isn't already leaning over.
It's one of those things that you get and you're just like, I don't know if this is going to be like super cool, and you get it like, no, this is really awesome. This would be like the coolest thing for a stocking stuffer.
Oh yeah, especially if you got somebody that actually collects and doesn't everything.
If someone collects pedals or something like that, you could check these out. Get if it's your Uncle Bill and he likes Boss pedals, because he doesn't need none of them dang fangled Wampler pedals or whatever. They, get him a pedal stand. I don't know why they wouldn't like Wampler pedals, but it was just the first pedal that I thought of. I was thinking of the Terraform. Did we talk about that?
No.
Yeah, we did.
Did we?
In NAMM, I think we talked about it.
Wampler Terraform?
We might be jumping into what's in the gear news before we hit our what's new.
Oh yeah, January 28th.
Yeah.
What is this, the modulation?
Yeah, this is the one that's got like a bunch of different effects.
Okay, then yeah, we did talk about that.
Okay, all right, I thought so. Okay, so Chris, what's new with you this week?
I don't think I got anything. I've been poking around Reverb though, and that's been proving dangerous since I actually have some money. And
gotta love tax return season. Woot woot.
Oh yeah, that's coming up too.
No, I've actually, I've
got a couple of keytars saved that are very, very tempting.
Yeah, Jess is going back to work a little bit. She's going to be babysitting. So my gear fund's going to increase. She doesn't know it yet though. Sweetheart, if you happen to listen to the podcast this week for some random reason,
or if Diaz isn't back next week.
Yeah, if I'm not on next week's episode and it's just Chris talking to himself, y'all know why. I opened my mouth. I try to do less of that at home with my wife. Let's see. So nothing new, but you got stuff in the pipeline.
Potentially, because I've always wanted an older Memory Man.
Yeah.
There's actually a stereo one sitting out there right now.
Wait.
I'm eyeballing.
Did when the Edge, he's just got a normal one. He doesn't have like a stereo one, does he?
Right. He would run two.
Yeah, he would run them stereo, but he didn't have a stereo one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've always wanted one too. I've never messed with the big box Memory Man, the deluxe Memory Man.
I don't think I have either. Like, even though somebody I knew had one, I still didn't like really get a chance to mess with it much.
Yeah.
It's not tap tempo, but for a Memory Man, I would totally be okay with having to, mark what tempos were.
Yeah, I could do that. That wouldn't be too bad. Yeah, that
You guys
sounds like
like
a
that?
fun. I had a crazy gear week actually. So I got my income tax return, which means that I had money. And I've been talking about it and talking about it. I knew I was going to get a guitar this year and I didn't know which one. And then it kind of like hit me what I wanted to get. I was thinking about getting a Jennings, but I've already got a Telecaster style guitar. And in his market, that's pretty much what would have been my price range, would have been the Navigator. And I was like, man, I really want a Strat. So I ended up ordering finally my MJT Strat. I'm hoping the turnaround's not crazy on that. It's going to be a 3-tone sunburst with gold on top of it, relict, so you can see some of the sunbursts come through. Let's see, the neck's going to be a 22 fret neck with a nice ebony fretboard. That's what I'm excited about, is the ebony fretboard.
Yeah.
It's going to be awesome. But you can see all those specs in the group. I posted them. Or
I
Chris.
need to find me somebody to do me a double cut Les Paul special custom other than rock and roll relics and pay $4K.
Yeah. I don't know.
So if you're a builder and listening and are willing to do that,
You should reach out to Chad
What is that?
Jennings. I don't know if he'd do it, but let's see. And then I did actually let's see, I got that. I ordered a T-Rex replicator. I found a really good deal. I got it for like $432 shipped, which is the nice cool delay with the actual tape in it. So that was pretty cool. I traded my HX effects for a Kemper remote. The remote should be here tomorrow. So,
oh, it was that quick?
Oh yeah, no. Well, we talked on like Wednesday. It was like Tuesday or Wednesday.
Oh, I thought this was like all happening like Thursday or Friday is when this happened.
Well, I sent.
My days are running together.
Well, today's Sunday for us. It's Wednesday for you guys. Wednesday morning, maybe we'll see. And then let's see. No, we talked on like Tuesday. We decided that he was off work Friday, and I knew Friday I'd be able to get to the post office no problem. Since we're doing a straight trade, I always make sure that we always ship the same day.
Right.
That way, if the other person doesn't hold up to their end of shipping that day, you can easily reroute the package back to you if you need to.
Mm-hmm.
So I did that. We both should be getting our stuff Monday. I'm really excited about that. And then so that left me, I got rid of the HX effects, that was gone. And I didn't have a tap tempo. I could have tapped on the Kemper, like the front of it, and used the Kemper
Right.
delay, but I really didn't want to have to walk over there and tap and all that. So I picked up a Lucky Cat locally from JHS. I paid $130 for it. So it was actually a pretty decent deal. I think they go for around $150 used.
Which thing?
The Lucky Cat.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, I think it's one. Yeah,
I'm actually on Reverb right now. So.
I looked on Reverb and I think they were listing around $150 on the low end for the used ones. So I got mine $130 and it was local. So
Oh no. Lowest price one on Reverb for used right now is $175.
it's how much?
$175?
That's the lowest price for a used one?
Yeah.
Oh, well, hot dang. I did better than I thought.
Look at you.
So go me. Yeah.
I mean, you could have gotten the Lucky Cat black on black for.
I really
180.
like the pink. I really like the pink one though.
I mean, you can't beat the pink sparkle. Like, that's the only thing that came, like, that stayed from the original Pink Panther. Even the V2, which is basically the same thing, is that pink
Yeah.
sparkle. You can't get rid of that. And pass
I
that
liked
up.
I like the graphics. I like the look Lucky Cat. I like it better than the Pink Panther actually. I don't know why I didn't like the Panther on it.
I don't know either. I grew up on Pink Panther, so I just kind of had a special place in
I
my
mean-
heart. So I would have to find, if I got another one of these, I would have to find me
Fine, I'm not gonna sell you my Lucky Cat for 130. Whatever, Chris. No, I'm just kidding. I don't think I'm gonna sell it. I like it. It's so I didn't even plug it in before I got to church today. I was like, you know what? It's a simple delay. I'll just wait till I get to church, throw it on the board really quick. So I threw it on the board this morning before and rerouted all my cables really fast. And so I got to church and I was messing with it. The darkened knob confused me because I turned it the wrong way. And I was like, this sounds horrible. Why would I put? And then I turned it the other way. I was like, oh my gosh, that's That's crispy. That's nice. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
I did the digital delay setting. I didn't try the tape setting yet. I might have fun with that in the T-Rex replicator to see what they sound like back to back.
That'd be fun.
That, and I need to get like an L cap.
Yeah.
And mess with them and see. But yeah, that's pretty much what's going on in my gear life right now. It's kind of crazy, up in the air, and I love it. Oh, in the Strat, by the way, I am getting Lambertone pickups, so I'm really excited about that. Doing the humbucker single on that. Let's see. So let's go on to gear news. Let's see. Warwick announces rock bass automaker 4-string bass and 5-string bass.
So, I was honestly surprised. I like the look of these.
These remind me of like a Jennings guitar and a Firebird. It's got the Firebird kind of vibe with the raised section.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what this really. I think this reminds me kind of like a Jennings. Let me see which one it is.
So you have Jennings on the brain.
Well, that's probably it too. I've got Jennings on the brain. But there was a guitar that kind of looked like had kind of that same swoosh going on. But I'm probably wrong. These look cool though.
Mm-hmm.
I like Warwick basses. No, it's not a Jennings I'm thinking of. It's something else then. Maybe it's Bulgur or whatever.
I feel like it would definitely be a not quite standard brand.
It's one of those other brands.
But it's definitely more of like an offset shape with a funky, what would that be, upper body?
Yeah.
This kind of reminds me of
what's that
some
Gibson
of the Music Vox
or what was that Gibson R&D guitar? The one that, or maybe it was an Epiphone signature. Phone signature RD or something like that.
I have no idea.
I'll find it. Yep, that's it. That's kind of what it reminds me of. The Lee Malia RD Custom. That's kind of what it reminds me of. Mostly just because... Yeah, that's the same body shape. So if you're listening to the podcast episode, go look it up. That's exactly what it looks like. Epiphone Limited Edition Lee Malia RD Custom Artisan Walnut by Epiphone. That's what... Bingo, bingo, bongo. Gotcha.
Oh, yeah, it is.
100% the same body shape. The carving...
more rounded.
The carving is what makes it look totally different. Yeah. Not totally different. The carving, if you take away the carving, it's almost the same exact body shape.
Yeah, just fatter because it's a bass and not a guitar.
Well, we're not into body shaming here. So this body looks just fine to us, Warwick. It's all good. All right, so those are they're pretty cool. They look kind of different for Warwick, which I know it looks like a Warwick version of a classic looking bass. Because Warwick body styles honestly can get kind of funky with the horns.
Oh, yeah.
But it's really cool. It's got some vintage Sopar single coil pickups. They've got active rock bass 2-hand electronics. Or 2-band electronics. You can use 2 hands if you want to. No one's telling you how to play bass. Except for, we'll talk about that in a little bit. foreshadowing with our topic. Okay.
Good job.
Yeah, I even did the nice sound effect.
7 out of 10.
That way we don't have to pay for the sound effects. All right, so Westco Pedals. Is that West Company or West County? West.
They're
They're just called Westco. Okay, sorry.
I don't know, but I knew you'd like this probably if you listened to the demo.
I didn't listen to the demo, which I probably should have, because I'm reading the description and I really want to listen to it. Chris, why don't you tell them about it while I listen to the demo real quick?
Okay, so it is did we say the name of it? It's called the Grease Juicer. It's a fuzz / envelope filter. It's a signature pedal for a drummer named Kirk Biscara, I'm guessing is how you pronounce that.
Wait, why is the drummer getting a signature guitar pedal?
That's
awesome.
I was very confused on.
That's so awesome. Oh, listen, I was listening to the demo. That's fantastic. I would need one of these. How much is it? Because
$329.
Oh, Jesus, take the wheel. I don't know if I need it that bad. Maybe I need to talk to some of our friends who make pedals and see if I can figure something out. It's just fuzz and an envelope filter. It's got a side chain. I don't know what a side chain is. Maybe that's like you don't tell your other chain about it. Like,
possibly.
What does it mean, side chain?
I don't know.
All right.
See extra jacks, so
yeah. I don't know. All right.
You still listening to it?
Yeah. Sorry for the awkward silence. Yeah, I was trying to figure out what a side chain is. All right, but yeah, that's actually pretty cool. So it's got settings for like sensitivity, resonance, gating, and distortion, and volume. So that's actually just 2 versions, one voice for guitar. They've also got one. Let's see, one's guitar and one's bass. But he says that it's supposed to be really cool on synths, electric piano, and clavinet. Okay. That last one seems kind of like...
Is that even... Do they even make electric versions of that anymore?
What is a clavinet?
Oh.
Is there a clavinet comeback? It's
apparently. Oh. I had this confused with like a harpsichord and a clavichord, maybe is what I'm thinking of.
Or is it clavinet?
Yeah, a clavinet is an electrically amplified clavichord invented by such and such from West Germany. So yeah, it's actually
there's a city in
keyboard.
Germany. Let's see. Okay.
Yeah, this would actually sound really good. Ooh. Put a Rhodes through this thing. That would be pretty cool.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I see what it is.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, that would be pretty cool. I'm down. Let's party. No, that's actually really cool. I like that. I don't know if it's $329 cool, but it is definitely cool.
Yeah.
That's like $229 all day, every day.
Yeah. But I guess since it's a signature, I don't know what West Coast normal prices are either.
I don't know.
That'd be the other thing.
Yeah, it all depends. Maybe they're really proud of their stuff.
I would hope so.
Well, I meant that in like their pricing.
Oh, well, yeah. All right. So move on to the MXR Dynacomp bass compressor, which we were both very confused on, thinking there was already a bass comp out there.
I wasn't confused. I'm the one who questioned it.
Okay. But then you got me thinking, so then we did a search. Apparently this is the actual first Dynacomp for bass. And it's a mini pedal.
Yeah, it's actually really cool. Okay, Westco pedals is very proud of their stuff.
Okay.
Their drive pedals are like $285.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's not really. They've got a fuzz for $235.
We are a budget boutique liking people here.
Yeah, and I mean, it's cool. Like I said, all right, we'll go back to the Dynacomp. So the Dynacomp is compressor is definitely very cool because it's mini pedal, but it's got more. It's not just like your 2-knob Dynacomp. It's got a clean blend. It's got a sensitivity. It's got an output. It's got a tone. All of those knobs, and then it's got an attack button.
So you push it and it does some kind of attack combo.
Yeah, it's like one of those old Street Fighter things. Plus, so it says there's an attack button. It really doesn't say what it does on the attack, but I'm guessing it just makes it a little punchier, I would assume. I do like that it's got the clean blend.
Okay, it toggles between vintage style slow attack time and modern fast attack.
Yeah.
So it's how it hits the compressor.
Oh, sorry, that was my yawn. Yeah, no, it's really cool though, and it's MXR, so you know it's not going to be price super crazy, $149, which isn't bad. I mean, and honestly, because bass players don't need a whole lot of pedals, but one thing, if they do have a pedal, they've got to have a really good compressor.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm on the market for, is either a compressor or a preamp with a compressor, like a DI preamp with a compressor built in. So I need something.
Compression. Let's see. And then we'll go to the next thing on our list, which is the rarest Boss pedal of all times just went up for sale. So to celebrate 6 million units, the Boss came out with a gold Boss DS1. So that was really neat. And let's see, it includes where it started in October 1977, and they've reached 6 million in February 1998. So that's close to 20 years almost. And it's really interesting. So how much would you pay for a gold Boss DS1, Chris? How much do you think that's worth?
I definitely don't think it's worth more than like a Klon.
Okay, so you're saying $2,000 most? How much do you think it's worth?
Maybe wouldn't even go above 1,000.
You'd be fucking wrong, Chris. It's $7,057.93. But you get free shipping with that. That's what matters. You get the free shipping. It's not made of solid gold.
No, you can tell in the pictures it's 100% just paint.
It's just paint.
If it was gold plated, like even if it was some kind of, I don't know, can you wrap gold plating enough? Even if they just did the entire thing in some kind of gold plating, maybe.
Ooh, even the knob's gold. That's great. Nice touch. But he doesn't even have the original box. That knocks off $4,000 right there.
Legit then.
He says, I don't even know if it ever had one. Well, I don't know if I'm going to send you $7,057.93. Okay? Let's see, where's it selling from again? Didn't you say it was in like Portugal?
Portugal?
Yeah, because that's where I'm sending all my Portugal. Come on, Rui. Let's see. I want to check their rating. He has no ratings. This is his only listing he's ever had. He joined in July 2016, but he's never had any feedback given to him. Let's give him 5 stars. No. But yeah, I'm not sending you $7,000. No way, Josue. Sorry.
Rui.
No wooey, Rui. That doesn't work as good. We're going to have to figure something else out. Yeah. No, not going to pay $7,000. I'm sorry. I will not pay $7 for a DS1. No, I will. I'll pay like $30 maybe. But
can you mod this one?
Yeah, I bet you could. Oh, I'd love to meet the jackass who decided to mod the gold DS1. He's like, I paid $7,000 for it, but it's got the Keeley mod in it now, so it's worth $14,000. I feel like that might be one of the only people, him or Josh Scott might be the only people I could see ever actually buying this, just because they've made so much money off of Boss pedals.
And they would 100% sit there and mod it.
You know what?
I could see Keeley doing it. I don't know about
not Josh.
Yeah.
No, no, no.
Because Josh has his own like collection of vintage pedals that I don't think he would touch.
I think no. But like some of the like that DS one, I would like replace the guts and put a modded circuit in it, but that's about it. Like you've got the guts hidden somewhere, but you couldn't add us any switch on the outside. It totally ruined the value.
True.
Yeah, that's stupid. That's horrible. Oh my gosh. All right, so let's move on to the topic. Speaking of stupid and horrible. I'm just kidding about this guy's not stupid and horrible. So, there's an article that's on Music Radar. It's with a guy named Oz Noy. I don't know who he is, but I have a feeling
no idea either.
He talks like I should. So this is a quote that is the headline. The main problem with teaching guitar today is YouTube. People try to take shortcuts. Hot take. I don't give a. Never mind. All right, so
I see the point in that.
This is we were talking about this beforehand, and this is one of those things where on either side of the argument, I think that you're right, because I think that it completely goes with how you feel about it, and your feelings are valid. It doesn't make facts out of your feelings, but the way you feel about something is valid. Now there's a couple things that he talks about in this article. Let's see, apart from being one of the most fearsomely talented jazz fusion guitarists around, he's also a dedicated teacher. So the theory behind his music's embodied in jazz, which this guy insists is the only way to shore up the walls of your musical knowledge base enough to handle anything the current music scene can throw your way, is to know jazz. So I don't know if I really need to know jazz to learn the lead line to Baby, Baby, Baby by Justin Bieber. And I mean, I get what he's saying, that you should know music theory.
Yeah.
But the problem is he's comparing like learning stuff. He says 90% of the stuff on YouTube is crap. It's deceiving. Okay. 90% of I'd say 99% of most YouTube is crap in general.
Oh, the only reason for that is probably because a lot of the people that put stuff out there are pretty much giving you the first, 5 minutes, if that, of their paid online course. That could be good, could not be good.
Well, all right. So you also need to understand, think about a couple things too. If you just want to be a rock guitarist,
there's all you got to learn is power chords.
Well, even then, the thing is that you've got certain styles you learn, and yeah, it's great to learn other parts of theory, but that doesn't make you a bad guitarist. Just because you don't, and we were also talking about, just because you don't know what the theory is doesn't mean you know the theory. You don't know the theory. You do things, and someone can be like, "Oh yeah, you're playing a minor pentatonic seventh," and you're just like, "I don't know. It sounds cool. But thank you." I don't know. I think that this whole opinion on it is very elitist.
Yeah.
Number one, he thinks that the way he teaches people is the right way, and there's no right or wrong way, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
There could be also, you could talk about there's a proper way to do certain things, but
which is kind of where I was leaning towards, because you can look at lessons all day long, but if it's not done properly, you can learn something incorrectly.
You can learn an incorrect technique. You can learn
that can also come from an in-person teacher if they're not fully solid on it.
Yes.
So you have some of the same issues in both places.
So his thing that he complains about is people who are like, let me see how I can play a Slash solo or whatever. And he says that kind of stuff's not going to lead you anywhere. That's not true, because if you learn how to play that and then you learn the theory behind what you're playing, it'll help you learn theory. I think that I mean, a lot of people are learning it, missing out on the basics, but they just because you want to learn something doesn't mean you're doing something wrong. One of the hardest parts about learning guitar is staying into it during that first year when you're learning how to actually sound like you're playing guitar and you don't sound like an idiot who's never played guitar before. Like, that's the hardest part, is getting to the point where you keep practicing and practicing the stuff you want to learn, but you have to sound like something or else you're going to get mad and quit. If you can't play a song that you want to be able to play, you're going to get mad and quit. One of the first songs I learned was the intro, like the single note intro at the beginning of Tuesday's Gone by Lynyrd Skynyrd. There's the part where the piano and the guitar mirror each other before it goes into the actual lead riff. And that was something that was really cool. And then I learned the lead riff and I kept playing that and practicing that. And then I learned, the chords so I could play the rhythm part. And then I kept practicing that. And then I learned how to sing and play so I could play the whole song. And I built on it. And, now I've learned, some of the theory behind what I was playing. You're playing a major pentatonic scale, or you're playing, this, and this. You're going to sit there, and if you're putting an article out like this does nothing but get those people down.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, just from what I was skimming and what you were pointing out earlier, it sounded like the guy was more or less trying to advertise.
Oh yeah,
his thing.
Totally.
So of course you're gonna wear down all the free resources on YouTube or whatever, and make it sound
completely.
like yours is the way to go.
Yeah, you're like, no, forget all the free crap where you're actually going to learn, stuff that you want to learn how to play, and it might not be the way I think you should learn how to play it. That's bad. But I mean, even then, it goes down in the article and says, what is your gear setup now? It says it stayed pretty consistent. I do all my pyrotechnics with Line 6 stuff. Wait, what pyrotechnics? What? What? Is that a...
Has to be a meme.
Yeah, and then I have my AC RC-OZ exotic pedal, which I think that's a signature pedal. So he's already
Okay, dude.
Yeah. Man, you know what? I can't believe I've just kind of had it out with people who are full of themselves. Just let people learn how to play guitar. Just be happy they're learning how to play guitar. Who cares?
Yeah, there is that.
I mean, there's been the ongoing thing that the guitar's dying. Why would we want to put down people? Yeah, that's his limited edition exotic pedal. Whatever.
Okay.
So I went to Guitar Center this weekend, actually yesterday, and man, they've got. At first, I was really annoyed that because they gutted our store pretty much and put a bunch of lesson sections in there.
Oh yeah, that happened at mine too.
You know what? I walked in and I was like, when they first started, I was like, this is stupid, but I went in and I could hear Jums going nuts in one room. I was like, you know what? This is actually really cool. This is actually probably the most people I've seen in Guitar Center in a long time. I know it's because it's income tax return season, but Guitar Center was hopping, and actually I had a lot of fun. I got to play a really cool acoustic that I kind of fell in love with. It was a Gibson, but it had a maple neck or something.
Wait, was it used?
Yes.
Was that?
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. I just don't remember the exact model.
I played it. It was actually so it sounded really nice. I played a couple Taylors and it was a lot of fun. I mostly played the Taylors because I was looking for an ebony fretboard because I ordered the ebony fretboard on the Strat. I was like making sure 100% that I wanted that.
Right.
And I do. It's going to be so nice. I'm so excited for this guitar to get here. But yeah, I think that's like my biggest take on all this. Diaz's hot take. I think a lot of guitars are spending too much time worrying about what other people are doing whenever you should just shut up and have fun playing guitar.
Yeah.
Who cares? That's like frickin' 60 Cycle Hum catches heat on their YouTube channel all the time because Ryan's constantly putting out content, and he has a way of like getting people. He likes to have fun and kind of troll a little bit,
which is fine.
It's a lot of fun. I enjoy it, but man, people get so freaking crazy. And you know what? That's like people say all the time. In the time that you spent writing this response, you could have been playing guitar. Like, just shut up and play guitar. See, that's what Chris does through half the episode. When he's not talking, playing guitar. It's great.
Yeah, just muting everything.
Yeah, you guys can't hear it, but I can hear it. You're doing great, Chris. I'm proud of you. The power of editing.
I can play Wonderwall perfectly.
Ooh, but can you play it sound just like the recording without using a capo? I don't know if it's physically possible.
I'll find a way. I might have to detune.
You're down a hole. You're down. I took it down 11 steps.
You can barely hear it, but it sounds just like the recording.
All right, down 11 half steps. I took it down 7 steps. Instead of up 1, down 7. It's going to be great.
Is that even physically possible on a standard scale guitar?
Why not?
I don't know. Sounds like something we need to try.
Oh, gosh. I'm looking at all my acoustic guitars and saying which one of you poor bastards are going down.
They're all screaming, no, not me.
Do it. I don't know why.
That reminds me, back when I did the Taylor demo, and after I found out how much the guitars were worth when they sent them, and I was having to sit there and like retune because I did the Goo Goo Dolls Iris, and that was a very weird tuning.
It's the bottom string is a B and every other string is a D.
It's something like that.
No, it's exactly like that. I know.
Okay, yeah, this is over a year ago, I think, so it's been a while.
Dude, I'm a huge Goo Goo Dolls fan. That's actually what I played. I played slide on that Gibson. I went and did all the crazy tuning. It was a lot of fun.
But yeah, I was like scared to death of either. I had replacement strings, so that wasn't the issue. It was just like, I don't know. I always feel weird about like set necks and just breaking going like with extra tension and stuff.
I like, man, Goo Goo Dolls is a real fun band to play with acoustic, but yeah, you got to keep an extra set of strings around because that's like a lot of their songs. You tune your B string up to D, and that's always scary.
You're sitting there hoping you don't stab yourself in the eye when the string breaks.
I'm waiting for the dad from A Christmas Story. He's like, he'll poke your eye out. I'm like, how do you know what I hear you playing those Johnny Resnick songs. You're going to kill yourself. I got to see them live in Nashville. That was a pretty good show. It's really funny though, because there's one part of the show where because the bass player used to be the lead singer. And then, really? Yeah, so their first album is like really punk. So there's some of their other stuff kind of went punk, but a lot of the stuff that Johnny writes is very poppy and radio friendly, kind of like Broadway and stuff like that, you know. But the bass player used to be the singer, and it was all punk, and he's just got this. When he does his punk voice, I don't care for it. So it's kind of like it's weird because like it's like the Goo Goo Dolls are like two different bands, kind of like how Outkast is Andre 3000 and what's the other guy's name? Big Boy or something like that.
I have no idea.
I think that's what it is. But like when they came out with Speakerboxxx Love Below, it was kind of like two different bands. And that's kind of how Goo Goo Dolls is whenever the bass player sings, it's kind of like a real hard punk band. Not a hard punk band, but kind of like a punk band. And as soon as Johnny Resnick was like, all right, he's going to sing some songs. Everyone's like, all right, I'm going to the bathroom, I'm going to concessions. Everyone cleared out. It was funny.
Poor guy.
It was great. Oh, man. but they're like one of those bands. I love when you see a band that's like a nostalgia for you and they play all their songs that you love. Like they know you're there for nostalgia and they're going to give it to you. Goo Goo Dolls did that.
I mean, when's the last time they had something new come out?
Probably their biggest new thing was the Transformers. When they did, what was it, Let Love In?
Oh, I didn't know they did a song for Transformers.
Yep, it was the...
Was this like the original Transformers?
Yes.
That was 2009.
Oh, yeah.
Rest in peace, Shia LaBeouf, and your career. That's hopefully coming back. 2007. So yeah, at this point, I would say that's basically all they can bank on. Like, Borderline, I really hate saying this, but U2 is kind of the same way.
Oh, yeah.
On, like, their tour. Like, you had some of the new stuff from the new album, but everything else was legitimately, like, the hits.
Let's see. They did Before It's Too Late they did All That You Are for Transformers 3. Apparently Goo Goo Dolls and Transformers just
so
go
Goo Goo
together.
Dolls and Linkin Park were the Transformers soundtrack.
Yeah, pretty much. I thought they did. Oh, yeah, I guess it is Before It's Too Late. That was from the 2007 soundtrack. But,
Oh, look at Shia LaBeouf. He's got 3 movies coming out this year.
Hey, Shia LaBeouf's not that bad of a guy. Well, I mean,
No, he's not. Well, this is where this is coming up from.
I don't know him personally. He's an interesting character, but
Okay.
But dude, him in what was it? The Shia LaBeouf song? Running for Your Life, Shia LaBeouf. That's the funniest crap I've ever seen. But what were you going to say about Shia LaBeouf?
I was watching a YouTube video. It was about top 10 child stars that like basically sabotaged their careers.
Oh, the 2.5 Men guy had to have been number 1. What's his name?
No, number 1 was Lindsay Lohan.
Yeah. Angus something, I think, was the guy, the kid from 2.5 Men, or his last name's Angus. I don't know.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about, but I have no idea. He definitely was not on that list.
He should have been. Oh my gosh. Who sabotaged his own career? That was him whenever he went Seventh-day Adventist and started like denouncing the show.
Oh, then maybe in that case, that might have been why they're talking about it, because everybody on there was either like something drug related, alcohol related, or
Kirk Cameron on Growing Pains. You could go with that one.
maybe.
He was a nightmare on Growing Pains to work with because he found God. And he would like he thought he was better than everyone else.
So then, yeah, they definitely didn't do anything religious then.
Yeah, those
I
are...
guess it's YouTube, and you'd get demonetized if you started talking religion, probably.
Oh, wait. Yeah. Well, I guess we're not making money off YouTube then on this episode.
Nope.
Well, cancel the trip to the Bahamas, Chris. Yes, that's I think you, but the problem is YouTube's also a great resource. That's the thing. Like, this guy wants to demonize YouTube for making people lazy, but it's also a fantastic resource. I think it's all about how you use it.
Where I go for when I need to find worship tabs, because especially like Ultimate Guitar, probably not going to find tabs there, but you'll find like worship tutorials.
You'll find like Bethel actually has the actual guitar players. Like, you'll watch Michael Pope show you how he's like, yeah, I wrote this, this is how you play it. Da, 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 da. It's like, okay, cool. I mean, I don't know. Maybe there's not enough people on there teaching jazz fusion, right?
Is there even a proper way to teach jazz fusion?
If you're hitting the wrong notes, you're hitting the right notes. Something like that. By the way, I got a bone to pick with Willa Hugh. I saw your vote on the Guitar Nerds group about which guitar is like the ugliest, and you said the PRS Purple Burst with the bird inlays. That's
in his defense, it's purple. If it was the Blue Burst,
really, there's nothing wrong with a purple guitar. I love a good purple guitar. Don't be defending him. You can defend him. You can step in for.
I'll defend him on the fact that he said that the option was purple and not the PRS 24.
I thought the Sunburst Jazzmaster with the rhythm circuit removed.
I feel like that's too, like, everything else that was named is still pretty.
I forgot what the actual question was, because now we're just I'm bashing him and no one even knows what the vote was on. They're like, wait, what is it about? I think the actual question, let's see, where did it go? Which guitar is the least cool?
Okay.
It is.
Yeah, I would definitely go with the Jazzmaster, because everybody and their mom and their step-uncle had one back in, 2016? 2017?
It was the Sunburst Relic Jazzmaster with rhythm circuit removed, or the Purple Burst PRS Custom 24 with birds, or a black HSS Stratocaster with white guard, a white Les Paul Custom with gold hardware, or a Gretsch white Falcon. I'd say it's either the Jazzmaster or the white Falcon. I don't like white Falcons. They're too big.
Yeah.
They're weird.
I'd much rather have a standard, was it the 5120?
I want the black
I get the
Penguin.
Irish Falcon all day long. Ooh, the Penguins. God.
I like the black Penguins. The black Penguin with the banjo armrest.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that sign me up for that.
Today's episode of Gretches We'll Never Afford.
Today's episodes of making fun of the listeners.
Have you ever looked
votes.
at their the price jump in Gretsch guitars?
There's no it's
There's
cool because
no middle ground. It stops at $1,200 and then
it goes up to $3,000.
$3Ks.
Well, it was weird because Chad Jennings was talking about that on the episode. He talked about how he's in that weird price range because it's usually $1,500 and under or $3,000 and above. And that's kind of where Gretsch is. So that's kind of interesting there.
More boutique than we think they are, or give them credit for.
Yeah,
it's a stretch.
Well, that's all I got to say about the war in Vietnam. So
I think so too.
All right. So thanks once again just to Slow Gear Electronics for sponsoring this episode. Go check them out. They've got a website, but go to their Instagram. I know that you can reach them on there and order you a Boss pedal stand. You can also do the the Slow Gear mod on your NS2. Sorry. My brain did not work right there. But yeah. Also, be sure to check out our Patreon, patreon.com/The Effects Loop. You can also join our Facebook group. You can catch us on Instagram. You can check out our YouTube. Go subscribe there. And you can also... I can't see the list. My computer's jacked up, so I'm doing it from memory. You can also send an email to theeffectsloop@gmail.com and give us a topic. And I think that's all of them. What am I missing, Chris?
You said Instagram, you said Facebook group.
Yeah.
YouTube.
Yeah.
And email. Yeah, I'd say that's it.
Well, hot dang. Got the Patreon. I got it in there.
We need to put that in. We need to add that in. Else we will forget.
Which I haven't forgotten. And we will get... there's different levels on the Patreon. You can go from $1 to $10. You can give $50 a month if you'd like, and that will keep Chris off the street.
However much you want.
Yeah, keep Chris off the street one more day. So for the Effects Loop, I'm Diaz,
and I'm Chris,
and we'll check you guys out next time. See ya.
See ya.
Dictionary, why is negativity always drawn out? Pictionary, visualize love, energize lives together. We undefeated. A plan to make where there's no gloves needed. When we weed into the mindset of achieving and believing in